We are here near Paso Robles, California at Heart Rock Ranch. This is a totally green and off-grid location. The farm is going to be a sustainable olive oil farm. The owner is in the concrete business. He chose insulated concrete forms for a couple of reasons. Number one, he can self-perform it. He did it himself with his brother-in-law. He also did it for the structural reasons, so he wants to be able to have wide open spaces inside. The thermal efficiency of the Nudura insulated concrete forms is another important reason that the owner chose to go with ICF. Energy efficiency is really important to them, especially when you're off-grid. When you're off-grid, you don't have lots and lots and lots of energy to use. You have to use as little as possible. Well, insulated concrete forms are pretty good for that, because the robust nature of that concrete foam sandwich is really hard to beat thermally. The other reason that people are using insulated concrete forms for a building out here is if you're going to build something out of concrete, normally you have to get forms and you have to rent those forms. Well, we're pretty far from anywhere we could probably rent those forms. We see a lot of remote projects going that way. The acoustic qualities of insulated concrete forms, with that concrete core and foam on both sides of that core, the sound attenuation that is created by these walls is amazing. So when you go into one of these buildings, it's amazingly quiet. You know, a lot of people ask us what type of siding or what type of finish, what cladding can I put on these buildings? There's ultimate flexibility in the finish systems that can go onto these buildings. In this building, they used our T-straps. The T-straps allow you to create a T in a wall and not have to introduce what we call a vertical stack joint. They used some of our tape, so when you pour in successive lifts, you need to protect the top of the interlock, and then you'll see our coarse threaded screws are on site here. This project, we did not have to come on site. All the support that I did was actually over the phone. I also offer, to do FaceTime. So I think maybe a FaceTime, but they actually, it's a pretty straightforward, simple building. And that's what's great about insulated concrete forms. I mean, they literally snap together, and with a few tips and tricks, you can do what they did and build a pretty large agricultural building.